This is the part 2 in determinants. In this video class we can discuss the properties of determinants and some problems related to the concept. Now, some properties are there. If you know, then only we can solve the problems. Here, first one, determinant of A is equal to determinant of A transpose. Here, determinant of A, whatever we get, transpose that matrix and find the determinant. Both the values are same. Here I am taking the determinant of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Next onwards. Here delta is equal to A1 3 by 3 determinant I have taken. Now second property, if I interchange any two rows or any two columns, for example, I am interchanging R1 and R2, then its determinant is equal to A2, B2, C2, A1, B1, C1, A3, B3, C3. Its determinant is equal to minus times the value of the, if any two rows or any two columns of a determinant are interchanged, then the value of the determinant is negative times the value of original determinant. This is the value of original value of the determinant. So whenever I interchange two rows, the value of its determinant is equal to minus times the value of the original determinant. Third one, every element in a particular row or column, of the determinant is the multiple of k, ka1, kb1, kc1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. Then here this is the original value of the determinant. Here what I am doing, every element in the first row is the multiple of k, non-zero real value, that word. Then its determinant is equal to k times the value of original determinant, a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. Now k times that one. In the scalar multiplication of a matrix, what is the difference between here and there? Scalar multiplication of a matrix, k into a is there. K into, for example, here that only I am taking a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. What is the meaning of this one? Every element in that matrix should be multiplied by the scalar k. Here we can write ka1, kb1, kc1, ka2, kb2, kc2, ka3, kb3, kc3. Every element in the matrix should be multiplied by that non-zero real value k, or that scalar k1. But here, scalar multiplication of a determinant, here every element in a particular row or column, only one row or only one column, every element in a particular row or column should be multiplied by k, not every element. So here I can write ka1, ka2, ka3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3, like that. Next, If any two rows or any two columns, for example, if any two rows or any two columns are identical or proportional, then its determinant is equal to 0. For example, here KA3, KB3, KC3, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Here, what is the ratio of these two? K A3 by A3 K. What is the ratio of these two? K. The ratio of these two elements also K. Here, first row and second row elements are in proportional. If any two rows or any two columns are proportional or identical, simply we can write that its determinant is equal to 0. Next one, every element in a particular row or column is the sum of two elements. Every term, sum of two terms, every element in a particular row or column is the sum of two terms. Now here you can see every element in the first row is the sum of two elements, is the sum of two terms, a1 plus lambda 1, b1 plus lambda 2, c1 plus lambda 3. So its determinant can be expressed as sum of two determinants, that is equal to determinant of a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3 plus lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. So here every element in a particular row or column of the determinant is the sum of two terms, then its determinant can be expressed as sum of two determinants. And here only I am saying how to add two determinants. How to add two determinants. Either two rows or two columns should be identical. Now here you can see these two rows R2 and R3 both are identical. Both are same. Then only we can add two determinants. Now by adding this one you can keep the same. Now here you can add the corresponding elements in the first row. A1 plus lambda 1, B1 plus lambda 2, C1 plus lambda 3. This one, out of these two, both are same only. So instead of that one you can write any one. All the three rows or three columns are different in two determinants, then we can't add. At least either two columns or two rows should be identical, then only we can add two determinants. Next one, here how to use the elementary transformations. Sum of the elements of any particular row or column. The sum of the elements of any particular row or column with the corresponding elements of other row or column multiplied by some non-zero constant k. For example, here, thus R1 times 2. R1 times 2 means that result we are putting in R1 only. The sum of the elements of R1 with the corresponding elements of R1 with the corresponding elements of R3 multiplied by some non-zero constant k, then there is no change in the value of the determinant. If I apply that operation here, how to write this one? Here that result I am putting in R1, R1 plus KR3, R1 plus KR3. Here R3 should be multiplied by K, and then we can add to the R1, A1 plus KA3, B1 plus KB3, C1 plus KC3. Here A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. That is equal to previous just now I told you every element in a particular row or a column is the sum of two terms, then its a determinant can be expressed as sum of two determinants. So here I can write A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3 plus KA3, KB3, KC3, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Now here you can see, here first row and third row you can observe both are proportional only. What is the ratio of these two? K. K3 by A3, K only. The ratio of these two also K. The ratio of the two terms also K. If any two rows or any two columns are identical or proportional, is a determinant equals to 0. So we are getting the same thing only. This one only we are getting. So by applying these operations, elementary transformations, then there is no change in the value of the original determinant. But simplification we are getting. Next, how to multiply two determinants. Previous how to add, that one I said any two rows or any two columns should be identical, then only we can add the corresponding elements of other row. Now how to multiply? Here 6 ways: row wise, row column wise, column row wise, column wise, like that we can multiply. Here what I am doing in general, here first row wise I am multiplying these two determinants. First element into first element, A1 alpha 1 plus B1 beta 1 plus C1 gamma 1. Next, first row, second row I am taking A1 alpha 2 plus B1 beta 2 plus C1 gamma 2. Next, first row, third column A1 alpha 3 plus B1 beta 3 plus C1 gamma 3, like that. Second row, first column, second row, second column, second row, third column, third row. Next, third row, first row, third row, second row, third row, third row, like that. We can multiply two determinants. And next, one more. How to differentiate if any determinant is given? Here f of x, f1 of x, f2 of x, g1 of x, g2 of x. Either it is 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 or 4 by 4. Here we have to differentiate row wise. First we can differentiate the first row, fn dash of x, f2 dash of x. Keep the second row same, g1 of x, g2 of x, plus. Now the first row keep the same, and here we have to differentiate the second row, g1 dash of x, g2 dash of x. If 3 by 3 also given, first we can differentiate the first row, remaining two rows keep the same, plus. Now first and the third you can keep the same and differentiate the second row, plus. First two rows keep same and we have to differentiate the third row, every element. Now we can discuss the problems related to that properties. Here, first one, the value of this one is given, and here after explanation of this one I will give the same model question also, you can practice that one. Now here everything I am expressing here, sin square 13 is given, sin square 13 Here sin square 77, sin square theta we can write sin theta whole square also. Sin 77, sin of 90 minus 13 we can write, that is cos 13 only. So here we can write cos square 13. Tan 135 value, tan of 90 plus 45, that is minus cot 45, that is minus 1. Here sin square 77 we can write cos square 13. Here minus 1, sin square 13. Tan 135 minus 1, sin square 13. Here cos square 13. Either this one you can change or this one you can change. Any one, both don't change. That one. Now, here what I am doing here, applying this property. C1 tends to C1 plus C2 plus C3 or R1 tends to R1 plus R2 plus R3. By adding the 3 rows or 3 columns, we can get the same result. Some problems. Here C1 tends to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Adding these 3 columns and the result I am putting in C1. Here sin square theta plus cos square theta. This is the first row column, this is the second column, this is the third column. Adding these 3. Sin square theta plus cos square theta, that is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Remaining 2 you can write as it is. Here I am adding these 3 columns and the result I am putting in C1. So C2, C3 elements are same. Here also cos square theta plus sin square theta, 1 minus 1 0. Here also we can get 0. Here minus 1, sin square 13, sin square 13, cos square 13. And every element in a particular row or column, every element in a particular row or column of the determinant is 0, then its determinant is equal to, then the value of its determinant is equal to 0. You can write simply. Now, here I have written the same model question. This is for self-practice. Those are the options, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1. Next, second one. If A is not equal to P, B is not equal to Q, C is not equal to R, and the determinant of P, B, C, A, Q, C, A, B are equal to 0, then the value of this one, P by P minus A plus Q by Q minus B plus R by R minus C. Here, shortcut I will say how to solve this one very easily. And here one hint also given, that determinant of this one is equal to 0. And here we know one property also. If every element in a particular row or column of the determinant is zeros, then its determinant equals to 0. For example, here I am taking P is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0, C is equal to 0. Every element in the first row equating to 0. Then whatever is the determinant is 0 only, satisfying the given condition. So the same values I am substituting here. P 0, 0 by anything 0, plus Q by Q minus B is equal to 0 I have taken, plus R by R minus C also I have taken 0. Q by Q, that is 1, plus R by R, that is equal to 1, 1 plus 1, 2. Fourth option is the correct one. Next, third one. If delta R is equal to, the determinant is given, then the value of R is equal to 1, sigma R is equal to 1 to N, 1 to N minus 1 delta R is equal to. See, if I put a delta 1, you can get this one. In the place of R, you can put a 1. Delta 2 plus delta 2 is equal to, in the place of R, you can put a 2, 3, 4, so on like that, N minus 1. Then here everywhere the second row and the third row as it is only, there is no change. But in the place of R only we are substituting the elements in the R1 only, some change is there. But R2 and R3 remains the same. There is no change. Previous also I told you how to add two determinants. If any two rows or any two columns should be identical, then only we can add the, for example here R2, R3, everywhere R2, R3 are identical, so we can add the corresponding elements of the first row elements. So like that, here 1, next we can get 2, 3, so on like that. Here I am taking separately sigma R is equals to 1 to n minus 1. That one here we can get 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus n minus 1. Sum of first n natural numbers n into n plus 1 by 2 formula is there. Sum of first n minus 1 natural numbers n into n minus 1 into n plus 1 by 2. Keep aside that one. Next, sigma R is equals to 1 to n minus 1. Next 2r minus 1 is there. If I put 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus so on, total n minus 1 terms are there. N minus 1 terms are there. Otherwise, if I put n minus 1 also, we can get that one. Now, here how to get that one? Previous, we know that one. Sum of first n odd natural numbers, that is n square only. Sum of the first n odd natural numbers, that is n square. Sum of first n minus 1 odd natural numbers, we can write directly n minus 1 whole square. Otherwise, these are in AP, sum to n terms on AP, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Here a is the first term 1 and d is the common difference 2, and the total number of terms in the place of n you can write n minus 1. Next, sigma R is equals to 1 to n minus 1, 3r minus 2. If I put 1, 3 minus 2, that is 1 plus, if I put 2, 4, 3, 7, so on, total n minus 1 terms are there. Here these terms are in AP. Sum to n minus 1 terms in AP, what is the formula? N by 2. 2a plus n minus 1 into d. In the place of n you can put n minus 1. Here total n minus 1 terms are there. That is equals to n minus 1 by 2, 3n minus 6 minus 4. n minus 1 into 3n minus 4 by 2. Now, sigma, I am writing this one only. Here, sigma R is equals to 1 to n minus 1, delta R is equals to, here R equals to 1, R equals to 2, R equals to 3, so on, R equals to n minus 1. Everywhere R2 and R3 are the same only. So now we can add the corresponding elements of R1. Then we can get 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus n minus 1. We can get in the first element we can replace n into n minus 1 by 2. n into n minus 1 by 2. Here second element in the first row n minus 1 whole square. Next n minus 1 into 3n minus 1, 3n minus 4 by 2. n by 2, n minus 1 a half of n into n minus 1, n minus 1 whole square, half of n minus 1 into 3n minus 4. By observing this one, here first row and third row, both the elements are, here first row and third row both are identical, corresponding elements are identical. So it's a determinant directly we can put a 0. The same related problem I will give for self-practice. The same model question, this is for self-practice. Previous rows, here columns. These two columns are identical, you can take that one. Now next fourth one. these model questions, how to evaluate. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to determinant of that one is given. Then the value of d. Here they are asking the value of d. So to get it, the value of d, you can put x equals to 0. If I put x equal to 0, this side we can get a d only. D is equal to determinant of. If I put x equals to 0, 0, 1, minus 1, minus 3, 0, 2, 3, minus 4, 0. Now this one you can expand. 0 into anything, 0 only. Minus 1 into 0, minus 6, minus 1 into 12, minus 0. That is equal to, here 6 minus 12, that is equal to minus 6. Third option is the correct one. Sometimes if they ask the value of c, you have to differentiate with respect to x on both sides. Then we can remove the constant value, that is 0 only, the derivative of d, any constant 0. Then you can replace x equals to 0. Then we can get a c value. If they ask b value, 2 times you can differentiate and put x equals to 0. The same model question here at 10. Here also they are asking the value of a0. These are the options, 25, 24, 23, 21. Next one. If a plus b plus c is equal to 5, then the value of determinant of that is given. Here these are the options only. Here a plus b plus c equals to 180 degrees is given. A plus b plus c equals to 180, sin 180, that is 0. The next step you can write 0. And by observing this one, ith row jth column element equals to minus jth row ith column element. Here first row second column element equals to minus second row first column element. Here cos of a plus b equals to 180 minus cos of a plus b. We can write cos of 180 minus c only. In the place of a plus b, we can write 180 minus c. Cos 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta belongs to second quadrant. In the second quadrant, only sign and cosecant are positive here. Cos is there. Minus 180, there is no change in the function. Cos c. Here we can write minus cos c. So this is cos c only. Sin b cos c. Here ith row jth column element is equal to minus jth row ith column element. So this is cos c. Sin b minus sin b, cos c minus cos c, tan a minus tan a. And all the elements all the diagonal elements are equal to 0. All the diagonal elements are equal to 0 and ith row jth column element is equal to minus jth row ith column element, that one we say skew symmetric matrix. The determinant of odd order skew symmetric matrix is equal to 0. Odd order skew symmetric matrix, its a determinant equals to 0. Next one, the value of theta lying between 0 and pi by 2 and satisfying that equation R. We want the angles between 0 and pi by 2 which are satisfying that equation. 1 plus sin square theta cos square theta 4 sin 4 theta. 4 sin 4 theta. See, by observing that every element in the third column 4 sin 4 theta is there. First, if any simplification is there, first we can simplify that one and we can solve. We can expand afterwards. Here, all the elements are 4 sin 4 theta, 4 sin 4 theta, 1 plus 4 sin 4 theta. Here I am fixing the R1 and the remaining 2 rows subtracting from the R1. So what are the operations I am using here? R2 tends to R2 minus R1. R3 tends to R3 minus R1. Here I fixed R1 and remaining 2 rows subtracted from the R1. Then what we are getting? 1 plus sine square theta cos square theta 4 sine 4 theta. Here minus 1, here 1, here is 0. Next R3 minus R1, minus 1, 0, 1. Next, to get one more 0 here, that is equal to 0. Here to get one more 0, what I am doing, here also we can expand directly, otherwise further simplification. Here minus 1, here 1 is there, minus 1 plus 1, 0, and sin square plus cos square we can get 1. So what is the operation here I am using? C1 tends to C1 plus C2. Adding these two columns, 1 plus sin square plus cos square, this is 1 plus 1, 2. Minus 1 plus 1, that is 0. Here minus 1. Cos square theta, 1, 0. 4 sin 4 theta, 0, 1. That is equal to 0. Now here we can expand 2 into 1 minus 0 minus cos square theta into 0, 0 plus 4 sin 4 theta into 0 plus 1, that is equal to 0. So 2 plus 4 sin 4 theta equals to 0 we got. 2 plus 4 sin 4 theta, that is equal to 0. So sin 4 theta, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. Sin 4 theta, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. What about the principal angle here? Principal solution minus 1 by 2 means minus 5 by 6 you can write. So what about the general solution? Theta is equal to, in the place of theta 4 theta is there, n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. Alpha, that is minus 5 by 6, minus 5 by 6, where n belongs to z. Theta is equal to n pi by 4 minus 1 whole power n into pi by 24. N belongs to z. Here we want the angles in between 0 and pi by 2. Put n is equal to 0. If I put n equals to 0, how much we are getting? Minus pi by 24. So that is less than 0, but we want more than 0. Put n is equal to 1. Pi by 4, n equals to 1. Here minus plus pi by 24. That is equal to 7 pi by 24. 4 6 6 plus 1, 7 pi by 24 by taking n is equal to 1. So 7 pi by 24, either second option or third option. Two chances are there. Two options are there, 50-50. Now putting n is equal to 2. This is 2 pi by 4. N equals to 2, this one becomes plus. Here minus is there. Pi by 24, that is equal to 11, 4 6 6 2 12. 12 minus 1, 11 pi by 24. 11 pi by 24, that is also lies in between 0 to pi by 2. So here third option we can get. Next one. The number of distinct real roots of that determinant equals to 0 in the interval minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. This is also same related to previous step only. Here, how to simplify? If any simplification is there, first we can simplify. After that we can expand. Directly also we can expand, but that one lengthy also. Everywhere two cos are there, one sin is there. Here what I am doing, by adding the rows or by adding the columns, no problem. Here C1 tends to C1 plus C2 plus C3. R1 tends to R1 plus R2 plus R3, also we can get the same result. determinant of, by adding these three columns, sin x plus 2 cos x we can get. Sin x plus 2 cos x. Here also sin x plus 2 cos x. Here also sin x plus 2 cos x. Here cos x, cos x. Sin x, cos x. Cos x, sin x, that is equal to 0. And by observing the every element in the first column, that is the multiple of sin x plus 2 cos x. So its determinant is equal to 2 times sin x plus 2 cos x times the determinant of 1, 1, 1. Here I have taken the column common only. We can take the column wise or row wise only. Overall we can't take that one. Cos x, sin x, cos x, cos x, cos x, sin x, that is equal to 0. Here further simplification, here 3 ones are there, you can fix one row. Here I fixed R1, remaining 2 rows you can subtract from the R1. R3 tends to R3 minus R1. Sin x plus 2 cos x. 1 cos x, cos x. 1 minus 1 0. Sin x minus cos x. This is 0. This is 0. R3 minus R1. Cos x minus cos x 0. Here sin x minus cos x is equal to 0. Now sin x plus 2 cos x, sin x plus 2 cos x. If I expand this one, sin x minus cos x into sin x minus cos x, that is sin x minus cos x whole square. Sin x minus cos x whole square. Only that one we can get. Remaining all the terms are zeros. Here I expanded this one. So we got only sin x minus cos x whole square. That is equal to 0. So product of the two terms is equal to 0 we got. So at least one should be equal to 0. So either sin x plus 2 cos x is equal to 0, or sin x is equal to minus cos x, or tan x is equal to minus 2. Tan x equals to minus 2 means x should be less than minus pi by 4 only. Tan is the increasing function. Minus pi by 4 to pi by 4, that is minus 1 to 1. But here tan x minus 2 means that is less than minus pi by 4. Here we want to get solutions which are satisfying this inequality. In that interval we won't get any values of x. Now one more is there, sin x minus cos x whole square equals to 0 means sin x minus cos x should be equal to 0. Sin x, that is equal to cos x, and dividing with the cos x, tan x equals to 1. Tan x equals to 1 means x equals to pi by 4. Here only one value satisfied. In between minus pi by 4 to pi by 4, and here both the boundaries also included, only x equals to pi by 4 satisfied. So here only one solution is there in between in that interval. Next one. Here both are similar models only. This one for self practice. Here options what they given depends upon alpha beta, depends upon beta gamma, depends upon alpha gamma, independent of alpha beta gamma. So here whatever we get, here also we can get the same result only. They changes the notations only. Here what I am doing, C1 tends to C1 minus C2 I am doing. That is equals to. Here C1 minus C2, if I do that one, A plus B whole square minus A minus B whole square. Here identity is there. A plus B whole square minus of A minus B whole square, that is equals to 4AB. So here we can write a plus b whole square plus minus a minus b whole square 4 into a power x into a power minus x. What is the value of this one? A power x minus x 0, a power 0 1, that is equals to 1, 1 into 4 4 we can get. So here I can write c1 minus c2, directly I am writing this one. By simplifying we are getting 4. Here also c1 minus c2, a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square, we can get 4 into b power x into b power minus x. Here what is the product of b power x into b power minus x? That is 1, 4. Here also 4. Here a power x minus a power minus x whole square, b power x minus b power minus x whole square, c power x minus c power minus x whole square, 1 1 1. And by observing the first column and the third column, both are proportional. If any two rows or any two columns are proportional, its determinant is equals to 0. Here 4 by 1 4, 4 by 1 4, 4 by 1 4, proportional. So its determinant equals to 0. So these are the options only, 0 to ABC, a square, b square, c square, ABC. So first option is the correct one. And this one for self practice. Here also we can get 0. So that is independent of alpha, beta, gamma, not depends upon alpha, beta, gamma only. Next, if ABC are the sides of triangle ABC and the determinant of that one equals 0, then the value of sin square A plus sin square B plus sin square C equals to. These are the options: 4 by 9, 3 by 2, 9 by 4, 3 by 2. Now this one I am expanding here. Larger terms are not there, very simple. We can expand directly also. 1 into c square minus ab, c square minus ab minus a into c minus a plus b into b minus c, that is equal to 0. So here c square minus ab minus ac plus a square plus b square minus bc equals to 0. A square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca, that is equal to 0. This one we can write half of, this is a standard one, a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square is equal to 0 we can write. And by observing this one, every term is a perfect square only, either greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0, and their sum is equal to 0. That is possible only when each term should be equal to 0. A minus b equals to 0, and b minus c is equal to 0, and c minus a is equal to 0. So here a is equal to b, b is equal to c, c is equal to a. So all the terms are equal, then only that is possible. 0 plus 0 plus 0, we can get 0. By adding the positive terms, we can get their sum 0. Now, if all the three sides are equal, then what about the triangle, equilateral triangle? If it is the equilateral triangle, what about every angle at each vertex, that is equal to 60 degrees. So all the angles are equal, every angle equals to 60 only. Sin 60 value root 3 by 2, sin square 60, 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4, that is equal to 9 by 4. So third option is the correct one. Next one. Here delta 1, delta 2, two determinants are given such that delta 1 plus delta 2 is equal to 0. That condition also given. Delta 1 plus delta 2 is equal to 0. That only I am writing. Here this condition is given, delta 1 plus delta 2 equals to 0. Then what about the value of x? What about delta 1 here? Delta 1, 10, 4, 3, 17, 7, 4, 4 minus 5, 7 plus delta 2, 4, x plus 5, 3, 7, x plus 12, 4, minus 5, x minus 1, 7, that is equal to 0. That is already given in the question. Here 3, 4, 7 is there, here also 3, 4, 7 is there. But in the first column 4 7 minus 5 is there, 4 7 minus 5 here, that is in the second column. Here what I am doing, interchanging C1 and C2, interchanging these two columns. Whenever the two rows or two columns are interchanged, its sign changes. So negative of 4 7 minus 5, 10 17 4, 3 4 7 plus, here this is a asterisk, you can keep this one, is equal to 0. This one you can transpose that side. Here 4 7 minus 5, x plus 5, x plus 12, x minus 1, 3 4 7, that is equal to 4 7 minus 5, 10 17 4, 3 4 7. So here both the determinants are equal, and here all the elements in the first column, here first column, here third column, all are equal also. So if all the elements in the second column also equal, then only both the values of its determinants equal to are same only, we can get. X plus y is equal to 10, x equals to 5, x equals to 5 17, x equals to 5, 5 minus 1 4. Then the value of left hand side, the value of the determinant of right hand side, both we can get same for x equals to 5. So first option. Here one more question. Here options, first option 1, if m is a multiple of 4. Second option 0 for every m belongs to R. Third option minus 1 if m is a multiple of 3. Fourth option minus 1 if m is a multiple of 2. Now here we can check that one. First, is there any simplification or not? We can check that one. Here I power m plus 1 we can write I power m into I power 1, I power m into I square we can write. So everywhere I power m is there. From the first column, from the first row we can take I power m is common. Here 1, here I square. Here everywhere I power m into I power 5, I power m into I power 4, I power m into I power 3. Otherwise here we can take I power m plus 3 as common. I power m plus 3. So here we can get I square I 1. Here we can take I power m plus 6 as common into I power m plus 6. 1 I square. So by observing the elements of first row and third row, first row and third row both are identical. If any two rows or any two columns are identical or proportional, its determinant equals to 0. So here second option is the correct one, 0 for every m belongs to R. Not depends upon the value of m. Next, see this type of problems. By assigning some values for A, B, C, we can get the solutions. And whatever we are taking, sometimes what is the value of this determinant? Options also will be given A square, B square, C square, or A, B, C, A square, B, C, like that. Here whatever we are taking whatever we are assigning the values for A, B, C, here no two options should get the same answer also. Different for the values of A, B, C, every option is different from the other option. Like that we can assign the values for A, B, C. Here I am taking, here we want the value of K only. These two are equal. Here I am taking A is equals to B is equals to C is equals to 1. All are equals to 1. Then 1, 1, 1. 1 minus 1 1. 1 1 minus 1, that is equals to k. Now this one here you can expand. K is equals to 1 into 1 minus 1, that is 0, minus 1 minus 1. Here 1 into 0, minus 1 into minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2. 1 into 1 plus 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1. So k is equals to here minus 2, here plus 2, that is this is 2 plus 2, 4. Minus into minus plus 2 plus 2, 4. Given directly we can get by assigning some values for A, B, C. If you take larger values, calculation also lengthy. Least values only we can take 1, 2, 4 like that, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, 1, 2, 3. But no two options should get the same value for those values. Different values we should get. Now here A plus B plus C is equals to, here what I am doing to get A plus B plus C, better to add C1 tends to C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus 4 minus 4, that is 0, A plus B plus C plus 4, A plus B plus C plus 4, minus 4, B plus 4, B 0, 0, C plus 4. It's a determine the equals to 0 is given. So, how to write? Here we can take C is equals to minus 4 also, but here what they are asking, A plus B plus C value they are asking. C plus 4, if for every element in a particular row or column of the determinant are zeros, then it's a determinant equals to 0 only. So here 0 is there. If I equate these two also for zeros, A plus B plus C plus 4 is equals to 0. So A plus B plus C is equals to minus 4. Then what about the total value of the determinant? 0 only. Otherwise here we can verify the options also. Minus 4. If I take remaining values, here no two rows or columns are proportional or identical. So we want to get 0. By taking A plus B plus C equals to minus 4, then only all the elements in the first column are zeros. Then it's a determinant equals to 0. Here number of roots of this equation. Number of roots 0, 1, 2, 3. Options are given. So here I am expanding this one directly. Instead of here lowest terms are there, we can expand directly, we can get the result. X into minus 3x into x plus 2, that is minus 3x square minus 6x minus product of these two, 2x square minus 6x plus 6 into product of these two, 2x plus 4 plus 3x minus 9 minus plus 3 into x minus 3 minus 1 into 4x minus 9x square, that is equal to 0. Now here you can simplify this one. X into minus 3x square minus 2x square, that is minus 5x square minus 6x plus 6x, both gets cancelled, plus 6 into 5x minus 5 minus 1 into minus here minus 4x plus 9x square, that is equal to 0. Here minus 5x cube is there, minus 5x cube plus 30x minus 30 minus 4x plus 9x square, that is equal to 0. Here this one minus 1 into 4x minus 9x, this is not x square. So here minus 5x plus 5x. Now, from these two terms, I am taking 5x as a common. Otherwise, if I take minus 5x, if I take common, minus 5x, here x square is there, that side we can write minus 4. From these two terms, I am taking 5 also common, 30 into x minus 1, that is equal to 0. Here a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b, x plus 1 into x minus 1. Overall, I can take x minus 1 as common, and 5 also we can take common, minus x into x plus 1 plus 6, that is equal to 0. So x minus 1 into, here also minus I am taking common. 5 you can transpose that side, 0 by 5, 0 only. If I take minus common, x square plus x minus 6, that is equal to 0. X minus 1 into x plus 3 into x minus 2, that is equal to 0. So x equals to 1, 2, minus 3. So how many roots we are getting here? The number of roots of that equation, 3 are there. So last option. This is the last question in this topic. So the value of is equal to, these are the options only. These are the options. So first we have to simplify this one. By observing the first column, all these 3 ones are there. We can get simplification by, here you can fix R1 and the remaining 2 rows you can subtract from the R1. R2 tends to R2 minus R1 and R3 tends to R3 minus R1. That is equal to 1 A square minus BC, 0 B minus A. Here we can get a B square minus A square, B square minus A square minus CA plus BC. R3 minus R1, 0, C minus A, C square minus A square minus AB plus BC. So, for the simplification here, 1 A square minus BC, 0 B minus A. Here B square minus A square, we can write B plus A into B minus A. Otherwise here I am simplifying this one, B minus A into B plus A. From these two terms I am taking plus B, here what is the C common only. If I take C common, you can get B minus A. If I take C common, B minus A. So overall we can take B minus A as common, A plus B plus C. So here we can add B minus A into A plus B plus C. Here also 0, C minus A. This one also C plus A into C minus A. C minus A plus B I am taking common, C minus A. Here also if I take C minus A is common, A plus B plus C. So by observing the every element in the second row, that is the multiple of B minus A. So its a determinant is equal to B minus A times, and the third row C minus A. Every element is the multiple of C minus A. So 1 A square minus BC, 0 1 A plus B plus C. Here 0 1 A plus B plus C. By observing the second row and the third row, both are identical. Second row and third row both are identical. In any particular, in a determinant, if any two rows or any two columns are identical or proportional, its a determinant equals to 0. 0 and anything that is equal to 0. Thank you.